Hello students, today I am going to start coordinate geometry. So here if you see, first I'll give you the concepts, okay, then we will move on to a few ICSE questions. So before I start, let us recapitulate what we had done in class 9. So distance formula is very important. Sometime you have an application. So please revise. This distance formula was in class 10, but now it has been shifted to class 9 in ICSE board. So please revise that concept. Then we have section formula in class 10. This is all we have in class 10. Okay, then we have midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is a special case of section formula. Then we have concept of slope. So many other questions I'll be doing, but I start with the main topic, which you will be doing in class 11 and 12, and that is equation of a line. So other video also I'll make, but now today I'm going to give you concept of equation of a line, as you see, and then we will do few ICSE questions and see what type of question comes from here. But this concept I think you know, but we will again revise another video lesson which I'll be making. So first thing, here we have three equation of a line, if you see children. First one is called slope intercept form. So M is the slope of the line which will be given. So slope is, if you see, it's perpendicular by horizontal. So I'll be making a separate video about slope, okay, and it's also tan theta. If you have done trigonometry, the tan of the angle also is the slope, or it is vertical by horizontal. And this C, children, over here in this formula, y is mx plus c. M stands for slope. Okay, the very first formula we have what we call slope intercept. M is slope and C is called y intercept. Okay, y-intercept, see I have written here already. Okay, so this distance of the line which we are taking from the x-axis is called y-intercept. Many questions you will have on x-intercept also. Class 11, 12 we have many more equation of a line. Almost 6, 7, 8 you will also learn them when you go to class 11. So here we have basically three, and if you see current ICSE syllabus, they talk about these two, but third one also I'll tell you, because second and third one are related to each other. So here once more, first one is called slope intercept form. Achha, how it comes, you can see the proof, or later on I can make a video. So I'm not going to the proof part of it. It's a very nice proof if you see, like distance formula, section formula. So y is mx plus c, where y is the slope of the line and c is the y-intercept. So it is one of the first equation of a line, but very important, we will see. Okay, next one is what we call point slope form. Slope is given and one point on the line is given. See here children, it was one slope and y-intercept. Slope and 1 point. What is the formula? Y minus y1. See, this x and y will remain. You will get answer in x and y. So, but here x1, y1 is a point. So your equation is y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. So third one, okay, please pause the video and copy. Third one is a special case of point slope form, where we have 2 points given. So just you copy this. Okay, so before I pause the video, I'll tell you the third form which we use. So name of the third form, okay, is third one. I hope you have copied the first one. It's called 2 points form. It is called 2 points form. Okay, so 2 points are given here. Okay, we have x1, y1, and there is another point x2, y2. You can take up and down, that is not important. Slope of a line is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so here you can take, because this will be more logical if you take this as x1, y1 and this has x2, y2, in fact you will get the same thing. So this is the slope, children. If you see why this slope is coming, just I'll tell you, if you see this distance over here, Okay, so as I told you, slope is tan theta, this will be corresponding angle. So slope is perpendicular by base. So when you are climbing up anything, so see here, suppose you have to climb this height edge. So here if you come, there are two ways. Here it is more gentle slope. Here it is more vertical, more steep slope. So actually slope, children, is vertical by horizontal. So when horizontal is more, suppose like height and distance, I take this one as d1 and this as d2. So when same height you have more distance, the slope is gentle. But if you have same height and the distance is less, then the slope is more steep. So now this is the concept. So I told you it's tan theta. We have seen in trigonometry, perpendicular by base. As I told you, second slope is here. This distance, if you see, children, this distance is y2. If you see here, this distance is y2 and this distance is, if you see, y1. So this distance, children, is actually, if you see, y2 minus y1, this distance. And similarly, this distance is x2 and this distance is x1. So this distance, children, is x2 minus x1. So perpendicular by base. As I told you, slope is perpendicular by base. So it is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So same formula. These two are same, children. Point slope form. Here one slope, one point. Here we have 2 points. So x1 y1, x2 y2. So what we will do in the same formula, third one, children, is y minus y1. Only difference is here, in place of slope we find the slope of the line joining these 2 points. So slope of the line. So in place of m we will substitute this, children, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and here x minus x1 remains. So once more to recap before I pause the video. First one was, as I told you, children, slope intercept form, y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. Second one is point slope form. One slope is given, one point is given, y minus y1, mx minus x1. Third one, just in place of m over here, you substitute the slope of the line, and when 2 points are given, the slope of the line is, subtract the difference of the y coordinate from the x coordinate. Okay. So y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So this is the concept. We will solve a couple of ICSE questions based on this. So kindly pause the video and copy. Then we will take few questions from past year ICSE. Okay, now we take question ICSE year 2019. Actually 2020 paper I don't have presently, I would have solved. So one question I see in 2019 is on section formula, and this is on equation of line. So when I make next video doing other ICSE question, I'll surely do 2020, because I have that I can get in the net, but problem is the same phone I'm using to record this video, so I cannot stop this video and see what came in 2020. So next video surely I'm going to solve 2020 also. Generally, if you have seen my other video, I solve 2020, 19, 18, like that I go. So anyway, here we start with 2019, and this is first time I'm using my classroom over here in St. Thomas's. Okay, previously I was doing all my other videos from home, so this is the first video from our classroom in the school. Okay, slope of BC, as I gave you concept about slope. So slope of a line, as I told you, is written by m. Okay, first understand, then when I pause the video, then you copy. But you need to copy and practice, children. Maths is not a movie, not a serial that you can enjoy and watch. You have to do with pen and paper. So slope is, as I told you, children, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. In my earlier part, I had told you how we get it. That's simple logic I told you. So let this be x1 y1, let this be x2 y2. So minus 6 minus 2 by 6 plus 1. So slope here is, children, minus 8 by 7. Once more, y2 minus y1. First y comes, numerator, remember. Y comes, second one. Minus 6 minus 2 upon 6 minus 1 is plus 1. Now one concept is there presently, if you see in syllabus, this parallel and perpendicular line is I think not clearly given in the syllabus, but this concept of parallel and perpendicular line, children, is very important. So I'll be teaching you, and when you go to class 11 and 12, when we have other equations of line, you will see it has huge application. So what is required I am teaching. Okay, later on I may tell you which are more important for this year's examination 2021 and which are less important, but this concept what I am giving you, try to understand. So we got the slope of this line m1, let it be. Okay, we have to find slope, equation of a line perpendicular to BC. So this is BC perpendicular. So how we get, children? Okay, let this be m1, what I have got, children. Let the slope of this line be m2. So this concept is slope of two perpendicular line, the product is minus 1. Okay, so suppose I want to find m2 directly, slope which of a line which passes through A, okay, perpendicular to BC through A. So slope of a perpendicular line is minus 1 by m1, means in short actually it's negative reciprocal. I can tell you orally, children. Reciprocal you take, so 8 by 7 is 7 by 8. Okay, if I want to find m2, it is 7 by 8 and negative reciprocal means negative becomes positive. Suppose it were positive, so answer would have become minus 7 by 8. Take the reciprocal, put minus. If it is minus, it will become plus. So suppose your slope is 2. So here perpendicular to that line slope will be minus half. 1 by 2 and minus sign. Suppose it is half over here. Slope will be minus 2. Negative reciprocal. So when I do other question, I'll deal with that. I'll come to slope. It's a very important concept. So I'll make a separate video for that. But today we are doing equation of line. So you remember this equation, this line, what we have, the slope is minus 8 by 7. So therefore slope of this line is 7 by 8. Now, how we apply the formula, children? Point slope form, just I taught you. So here we have slope, children, of this line and one point. So what is ultimately there, children, here? I have a point here, A, children, 3, 8, and I have perpendicular, the slope of this is m2, which is 7 by 8. So as I told you, I apply the formula for point slope form. What is that point slope form? Point slope form. So what we have, y minus y1 is mx minus x1. So y, let it be y, don't substitute for y. y1 I'll write 8. Okay, you can put in bracket, you may not put it because here I'll do cross multiplication. M is, I told you, 7 by 8. X minus x1 is 3. So if you simplify, children, okay, so this space I'll take. Here, I don't want to go down so much. So 8 comes here, you get, children, 8y minus 64 is 7x minus 21. Let x be positive. 7x minus 8y. 7x, take this to minus 8y, minus 64 goes there. Plus 64 minus 21 is plus 43. So generally we want to make x positive, children. Okay, I could have done, okay, minus 7x and all, but so your finally the equation of line is, so try to make the x positive. So this is the equation of a line passing through A and perpendicular to BC. So let us recapitulate and see how we have got it. Once more in short. 2 points are given. This is the slope. We get minus 8 by 7. I told you when you want to find slope of a perpendicular line, the product of two lines is Two perpendicular line is -1, product of their slope. So slope of the next line is negative reciprocal. I can show you with solving also. If you use this method, m1, just to substitute here if you want to see how I got a slope of this line as 7/8. Let m1 I have found it out, children. m1 I told you is here, -8/7. So -8/7 into m2 is -1. So this minus minus cancels. So you see m2, 7 goes up, 8 goes down. So this is another way of finding by fundamental method slope of a line which is perpendicular to a given line, and this is a shortcut method, negative reciprocal, and I've already told you take the reciprocal. If it is negative, the slope will be positive, okay, and if it is positive, the slope will be negative, take the reciprocal. So this was, children, 2019. So next, let me see what question I have got. One or two more ICSE question I'll do in this session. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we will move on to the next ICSE question. Next, children, we move on to one very nice question. I have picked it up from year 2002. Okay, so I'm trying to do basic questions so that we are able to apply this formula, 3 formulae which I taught you. So find equation of a line through -2, 3. Generally, I have seen in coordinate geometry, it's one of my favorite. In class 10, 11, 12, I used to like coordinate geometry very much. So I used to draw. So see here, many teacher and many children, we see -2, 3 is here. -2, 3. And x-intercept, children. Children, what happens here, I have seen, children think question is wrong. See, this is an ICSE question. They think it is y-intercept. So what they think, children, is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, they think m is given. Sorry, they think that m, you can find it out, but what they think it is y-intercept. So this is not y-intercept, children. Okay, this formula, whether we can use it or not, we will see. Here we will use 2-point form, not slope-intercept form, because this is not y-intercept. This is x-intercept. So there is a formula for x-intercept and y-intercept in class 11. So I'm not going to that, you're not supposed to do. So see, very important thing. First point is -2, 3, and the second point is x-intercept means, see, this is a negative slope, negative inclination. You'll see how, I'll tell you when we get. So there are two positive inclination, m will be positive, the line will be like you climb up a hill. Okay, and here you climb down. Okay, so see how we will get. I'll tell you how I know it is a negative inclination and m is negative. I'll show you. So here, remember, this is not y-intercept. This is x-intercept, and question is not wrong. Remember, y-intercept means where the line cuts the y-axis. X-intercept means where the line cuts x-axis. So here, so x-axis, you know, y is 0. So most important thing is here is this point is 4, 0. So here we have 2 points. So ultimately we get to 2-point form. And I told you 2 points form, children, is a special case of point slope form. Okay, because here if you remember, 2-point form is y minus y1 m x minus x1. But here m, when no slope is given, I was telling you over here, slope is not given, so slope you have to find it out. So slope is, children, nothing but y2 minus y1, as I have explained to earlier, x2 minus x1. So find the slope. So I told you this 2-point form is a special case of point slope form, where slope we get by y2 minus y1. So see here, let this be y2 x1, x2 y2, x1 y1. So 0, y2 minus y1, 0 minus 3 by 4. So this is the most important thing, children. In class 10, x-intercept means you find this coordinate. This is not y-intercept c, which we were talking about earlier. That's also, see here, 4 plus 2. So here, children, we get minus 3 by 6. That means slope is negative, means it is inclined like this, negative inclination. Okay. This way it is positive, m is positive. Now last but not the least, we have got 2-point form, we got time. So I just substitute over here. If you see y minus y1, let's take any one point. Okay, this point or this point. Okay, same equation you will get. Let us take this one, because we thought this one to be x1 y1, x2 y2, but children, you can substitute in any coordinate and same answer you will get. You can check with that. So I'm taking s1 y1 as this, y minus y1, y1 is 3, is m we have got minus of x minus x1 minus 2 is plus 2. So 2 comes here, children. 2y minus 6 is minus x minus 2. X comes here with plus sign, plus 2y. This goes there. So that constant also, plus 6 minus 2 is 4. So constant, if it is negative, we bring to this side, and if it is positive, we write to that side of equal to sign. So kindly pause the video and copy. Then I'll go to one last question in this session of equation of line. So kindly pause the video and copy. So here I take one last question, which is question taken from ICSE 2013. So very good question we see, and like this you'll have more question when you go to class 11. So vertices, 3 vertices of a triangle ABC is given. You have to find the equation of the median through A. So there are a few very important terms. I think I have made a video in class 9 regarding all this term median, okay, incenter, circumcenter, centroid. So if I have made, I'll send you the link. Otherwise in the other video I'll explain all this important terms. So I think in class 9 book, if you see any standard book, ML Agarwal or Concise, you will see these terms have been explained where the geometry is done. So these are very important terms. Just I'll tell you over here what is a median. Listen to me very carefully, because to find the equation of the median through A, you should know what is a median. Median is a line joining vertex to midpoint of the opposite side. So here I have to find the midpoint of BC. Once more, what is a median? Median is a line joining, it may not be perpendicular. It may not be perpendicular, but in isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle, it may be perpendicular. Okay, but here in any scale, we don't know what type of triangle it is. So it is a line joining. Remember, median is a line joining vertex to midpoint of the opposite side. So here I'll get the midpoint of this, and then we will solve. So midpoint formula C is coming. I told you today. Distance formula you have done in class 9. Midpoint and section formula. Some question on section formula also I see in the past years. I'll solve in the next video. And maybe question of line, one more video is required. Video lesson is required, so I'll make that. So here basic concept is you find the midpoint, and then we will use 2-point form. So it's as simple as this. So midpoint formula you see, let it be D, children. So D is, as you know, midpoint formula x1 plus x2 by 2. Okay, so we know I am doing a little detail. Okay, and if you see the y coordinate, y1 plus y2 by 2. So what do we get, children? X1, let it be x1 7 plus 1 by 2, 7 plus 1 by 2, 8 minus 10 by 2. Okay. So it's quite simple, children. We got 4, and I think here we'll get minus 1. So this point is 4 and minus 1. So we have got the midpoint of BC. This is C, if you see, children. So we have to find equation of the median through A passing. That means it passes through the midpoint of the other side. So we have to find equation of AD. 2 points are given. So here simply we will use 2-point form. So what is 2-point form? I told you. Just first find 2-point form. Actually, if you write, children, 2 points, in fact, 2 points are there. Is y minus y1 by x2 minus x1 by y2 minus x2 minus x1 by x minus x1. This is nothing but, children, y2 minus y1, you can take anyone as x1 y1, x2 y2. So this is nothing but the slope of the line. So y minus y1, mx minus y1. So this point slope form and 2-point form are same, only in 2 points we get the slope. M is not given by finding like this. So let us find M. What is M of this? So first you take y2. Remember, children, y2 minus y1. Okay, y2 minus y1. I am taking this as x1 y1. Okay, this as x2 y2. Any way you can do, children. y2 minus y1. Remember, y coordinate comes first. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 5 minus minus 1, 3 minus 4. So we get 6 by minus 1. So the slope is, okay, here I get it as, if you see, minus 6. So you can copy, slope is minus 6, and then finally we will put in the 2-point form. So y minus y1, you can take any over here. If I have taken y minus y1 is this plus 1 by slope, I told you is minus 6, x minus x1 here is 4. Okay, let us solve and we will get the answer. So kindly pause and copy. And one thing again I'll show you, you could have taken as x1 y1 over here. When you substitute, you could have taken 3 and 5 also. Same answer you will get, children. Same answer you will get. Y plus 1 is minus 6x plus 24. So 6x plus y, 1 goes there, it's 23. So this is the equation of a line passing through median, equation of median through A. So kindly pause the video and do. So your answer will be 6x plus y is 23. So once more we find, so median is a line joining vertex to midpoint of the opposite side. We find the midpoint and then we come to 2-point form. So suppose this is 3 or 4 mark question. If I see this was 3 mark question in 2013. So how you will get mark? Just I'll tell you one rough idea. Midpoint definitely will get 1 mark. Okay, children. Slope you will get 1 mark, and for correct answer you will get 1 mark. Okay, so this is there. So generally for formula you don't get marks. Correct substitution you get marks. Okay, so remember that writing formula you have to substitute it correctly. So this was my part 1 video on equation of line. I started with this. This is my first video lesson on coordinate geometry. So many more will follow in the coming days. So thank you, children, for watching. Please do practice.